Okay, folks, back again with some more Zenless. I managed to get a little bit of a window opportunity, so I'm gonna do as much as I can to get some story stuff out of the way for tonight and catch up a smidge. So what did we do earlier? Well, we caught up with the video archives, which of course leaves me time to do some main mission stuff, which I really want to do. And of course, I'm still putting off a bunch of side missions I'm under-leveled for, including Path of the Proxy, which I really want to keep on the back burner for as long as possible. I also remembered I have a whole bunch of characters that I could go on dates for that I haven't done yet. Lighter, Pulchra, several others. But I'm gonna save those for later. For now, let's go continue on with the late season stuff. Wise, Nicole calls. She said Perlman's awake. Oh, right, yeah, he crashed out in the outer ring, which is how we ended up there in the first place. And then we went and found his unconscious fat ass, didn't we? Where is he now? Cunning Hairs are watching him in the outer ring, and they seem to have obtained some important intel. Ah, did they? Let's see what they got. Important. What did he say? Nicole said it's not convenient to discuss the details over the phone, so we'll drive over soon to pick us up, and we'll head to the outer ring to sort things out. And she told us to turn on the TV to watch the news. Wise, are you free right now? And you're Ray, let's turn on the TV to watch the news and contact Nicole. I'm free. Yes. Free bird. Alright, I'll contact Nicole now. Wise, you turn on the TV and switch to the news channel.
Kevin, are you aware of the connection between the Port's Companion Hollow and our report today? Huh? Doesn't seem related, does it? Then how much longer are you going to keep filming it? Point the camera at me already.
Citizens, I am currently at the southern edge of the Janus Quarter. From here, we can see a small part of our bustling new Eridu urban area.
And the giant black hole to nothing that I think everyone wishes didn't exist.
The municipal election is about to begin, and the streets today are busier than usual. In response to the increase in foot traffic, public security has announced it will implement round-the-clock security patrols. Citizens are urged to cooperate fully if they encounter officers on patrol.
I just realized that the Eridu police officers have those sideways rectangles atop their heads that look like the sensor things that's on the foreheads of Gundams and a lot of other Japanese mecha. I think even a fair number of Transformers, including Optimus Prime, have those on their heads as well. On their heads as well. I just realized. Like, what is that? Some kind of sensor? I know for Optimus, it looked like it's more like a vent through the flaps, but a lot of Gundam mobile suits have that rectangle on their foreheads, which I would assume goes to some kind of sensor suite in the helmets.
Speaking of officers, the first person we interviewed for today's special coverage of the election was one such officer.
Not surprising, considering how anime-influenced MiHoYo's games are.
He's none other than our old friend, the hero who cracked the Vision Corporation scandal wide open, Inspector Bringer!
No, that was freaking Cunning Hairs' doing, you vulture.
Being one of the leading candidates for the commander of Janus Quarter, he...
Hey! Who are you? How'd you get in here? This is a construction site. Staff only.
What? Kevin, didn't you get a permit to film here?
Is this a construction site? I just picked a spot that wasn't busy and had a good view. I don't know.
You didn't know because you didn't bother to do your research, you nitwit.
Why, you little...
Right. Please gather your equipment and come with me.
Hey, wait, let me finish. Citizens, don't change the channel. We'll be right back with a special report on Inspector Bringer.
That's the guy! He's one of the masterminds behind the Vision scandal. He's Sarah's partner, her protector, her secret ally, Inspector Bringer.
Ah, so he's in cahoots with the whole thing. You know, I knew this guy was full of shit the moment we saw him when we were introduced to Zhu Yuan. It's like, oh, slimy politician, election, blah blah blah. It's like, yep, I know.
I'm light. They're the real villains.
Yeah, but you still went along with it until it was no longer convenient.
You have to believe me.
Cover, yeah. Either he's going to try and cover his ass because he knows he's doomed, or he might change his ways and actually join up. I don't know. He's already tried to weasel his way out of this previously, so he's not exactly on a thick block of ice. He's standing on a very thin layer, more than anything. Anyway, a while later at the back door to Random Play.
Phew! Made it. Why is traffic in the city always so slow? It's like half the speed of the outer ring.
Tell me about it. My hometown's gotten more clogged due to all the outsiders from Florida coming in. Outsiders out beyond Florida, I mean. Like what used to be a nice, peaceful little Central Florida town where I live is progressively seen an increase in condominiums and other people that weren't here before, and I'm just like, yeah, can y'all go back to where you came from? Ugh. Anyway.
Maybe because the speed limit in the city is half what it is in the outer ring? Don't tell me you've just been speeding this whole time, Nicole. What? Darn it. I have been going to the outer ring a lot lately. A good thing they can't give me a ticket because I always take my license plate off before I get back into town.
Pretty sure not having a license plate is also against the law.
That's way worse than speeding. Don't bring the traffic officers to our place.
Sheesh, Nicole, I know you're cheap, but don't be that, cheap.
Relax. I double-checked. No one's tailing me. It's just me and my car.
Are you sure?
You all heard what Perlman said over the phone. There seems to be more to the Vision scandal. Whether it's true or not, that will decide our next move. I'm here to take you to the outer ring so we can come up with a plan.
You know, Nicole, if you weren't so ridiculously hot, I'd kick you out, but you've been forthright with us on top of the fact that you're like AAA, you know, smixy, so I'll let it slide. Just don't do it again. Anyway.
Huh? If he's so important, then why not just bring him back to New Eridu? Why'd come all the way to get us?
Because he could be being watched, and then they'd track Nicole down over to you guys, and then you'd all get caught in the crossfire. So it's much wiser to not bring him over into your place of employment where it's very important you don't have your cover blown. Come on, Wise, don't be that dense.
I wanted to, but it's election season right now, and security checks in and out of the outer ring are 10 times more strict than in the city. If what Perlman said is true, PubSec would definitely have arrested him on the way in.
Either that, or like I said, someone who's head on his heels will track him to our place, and then we're all in trouble. Either way.
The enemies are out in the open, and we're in the shadows. Based on past experience, we'll probably need a low-key plan.
And considering how Wise and Bell have basically been with regards to their, you know, methodology of we need to keep our, you know, our place a secret, our identities a secret. Bringing Perlman to here would be to random play would be like the last thing anyone would want. So it's like you'd think that after all of everything they've said, they would have, you know, they wouldn't sound like, you know, daft like that. Like, come on, man. It just seems kind of like backwards writing now that I think about it.
You mean the Hollows? Exactly. The main roads are filled with PubSec checkpoints armed to the bang-boo ears. If anything goes wrong and we need to use the Hollows, we'll need a reliable proxy.
Indeed.
You only come to us when it's dangerous.
Well, our work is dangerous. Routinely.
If Perlman's claims are true, he may possess information about the unknown species in the monument at the construction site. This could assist with your long-term objectives.
That's true. The Cunning Hares, Bellabog Industries, Victoria Housekeeping, and the Sons of Caledon. It all began with this scandal. What do you think, Wise?
Might as well pursue it.
It's time we see this through. All right, I'll go.
Excellent. Seeing it through is the pro move. I'll contact someone who can get us out of the city. Don't forget to bring your little buddy. Oh, by the way, can we use your car? If my car gets stopped, my license application is doomed. You're driving without a license?
What? Wow. Sheesh, Nicole. What is wrong with you? By the way, apparently we can go to hand now. Which, Smiley was mentioning many a times. By the way, how is that guy? Haven't seen him on stream for a while. Okay, I can't do anything about hand because I'm not a valid guest, so... maybe I should go eat, just in case. Also, I gotta get the tickets. Nope, still got a ways to go on that one.
Ingredients are the freshest in the morning. Come, have a bowl of noodles. Got your fill? See you next time.
Was there anything else? Oh yes, I wanted to see this. Upcoming election approaching, please remain quiet, blah, 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 blah. No commissions to do. Something wrong with the HIA. The 1H, something, something. They mentioned working. It's no, let's not let anyone in. No questions. Texas 6 wouldn't get into trouble that easily. Okay, no requests. Alright, so let's get on with it. Ready to go, Proxy? Yes, let's go, beautiful. And get yourself your proper license and driver's plate and stop being stupid. Let's get ready to set off. Target, outer ring. As for the route, well, you're in charge of driving, so I'll leave the navigation to you. I'll just be sitting in the passenger seat, observing the nearby security checkpoints. With my years of street experience, I'll let you know immediately if anyone starts to target us. I'll hold you to that, Pinky. Meanwhile, outside the dead-end hollow at the scene of the Vision Corporation scandal.
New Eridu is a city of miracles. The only sanctuary that can protect people in this world plagued by hollows. That's what the leader of the survivor group I was with as a kid told me. The days spent wandering the wastelands hiding from hollows were harsh. Hope was all that kept me going. Thankfully, we eventually made it here. Just like the rumors said, the city took us in and gave us the protection we needed. From that point on, I was determined to do everything possible to keep this beacon of hope safe. To protect this miracle city for everyone. And that's why I'm running. If I'm elected commander of the Janus Quarter, I vow to oppose groups like Vision Corporation that disregard human life. Just like my leader used to tell me, be a hero for the people. Build, for everyone.
Okay, Joe.
Stupid speech.
You hear the crisp click-clack of high heels on the floor as a tall figure in black and red slowly approaches, ignoring Bringer's venomous stare.
Didn't you write that yourself? Is it that hard to recite your own story?
Sarah, what are you doing here?
You don't look so pleased. Isn't being appointed the chief commander something to celebrate?
Cut the sarcasm.
I'm being sincere.
Vision Corporation is done for. Hand has what's in the monument. Nullface's attack failed. And don't even get me started on the idiots who couldn't take over the Outer Ring or those worthless gangs.
Yeah. Involved in all of it.
The plan can't proceed without the sacrifice sample. You want me to butt heads with the Void Hunter from Section 6? Or am I supposed to be the honest and noble commander now?
A plan is just a tool to reach a goal, not the goal itself. True believers know how to adjust or create new plans according to the circumstances.
Let me make this clear. We're equals. I don't need you telling me how to do things.
Don't get all worked up. I'm here to help you formulate a new plan. Take a look at this.
She hands over a folder she's carrying. Bringer flips through it skeptically, and a moment later...
What? The Hoshinis have a family secret like this? How come I've never heard of it? Is this intel reliable?
White Noise went to great lengths to obtain this information. It's credible enough.
That's Miyabi's family, right?
White Noise? That loser who lost a faith in during the Red Fang Gang case? That guy's even worse than Nullface.
The real deal is on the job this time, not some overconfident underling. Besides, I have a plan to verify the intel's authenticity. And this plan requires assistance from you, our honest and noble commander.
I'll contact you once I'm done with this damned speech.
Very well. Looking forward to your inspiring words, soon to be Commander Bringer.
Bringer closes the file and gets up to leave, watching his figure gradually fade into the distance. Sarah suddenly voices a question.
That leader of yours, the hero who led you to New Eridu when you were a kid, what happened to him?
I killed him.
The night before we reached the city, he became corrupted. He was abandoned by the very survivors he'd been protecting.
Oh, never mind. Didn't have enough ether aptitude. Chapter 5, A Storm of Falling Stars. Okay, we're now in the last big chapter of Season 1 before it all spilled over into all the various other epilogue stuff, which included the astronomical Astra and Evelyn stuff. A short while later, somewhere in the outer ring. Yep, still going with the SpongeBob title card voice. Damn. He's freaking... Look how short he is. He might be shorter than a freaking elderly Wyverian from Monster Hunter. It's like, how do you get that short? Unless he's a dwarf. Like an actual dwarf and he didn't just shrink down. I don't know. Finally, we made it here safely. Nice driving, Proxy. Of course, compared to me, the speed was a little lacking. Get your license first. Hold on, don't get me wrong. I'm not some fool who only knows how to slam the gas pedal. I drive fast because I've got the skills and the guts. I don't have a driver's license because I don't have time for the exam. Plus, getting a license would mean paying off all those overdue fines, and I don't want to lose money. Let's not talk about all that for now, Proxy. Do you want to hear what Perlman has to say? This guy's words don't add up. Suspicious. Maybe you can tell if he's lying or not. Fill me in on the situation. Great, I'm relieved to hear that from you. Now, even if that guy tries to lie, he won't be able to fool us. As the cunning hairs gather together, Perlman carefully explains the shocking truth, and moments later...
Well, so basically, despite being the so-called CEO of Vision Corporation, I'm really just a puppet. Sarah's the one orchestrating all the company's major plans, including the old metro construction project. And the only reason she dares pull all these risky moves is because Bringer's got her back.
Magic and Music Lover 35 says, hello, it's been some time. Yep. Trying to catch up with the game. Best I can. Okay, only reason she dares pull all the risky moves is because Bringer's got her back.
They
Okay.
never let me be part of the planning process. They just told me what to do after everything's decided. They even kicked me out to eat in the staff cafeteria.
What? That's low. Then again, I'd rather have a burger in the cafeteria than caviar.
Do you have any concrete proof besides what you've told us?
Ready for 2.0. Yup. I mean, I wager even if I'm unable to make it to 2.0 on day one, I imagine they still allow me to do everything leading up to it. I mean, they've allowed me to do that thus far with everything else I've missed.
I do. I really do. I've been keeping an eye out when I realized their plans were getting dangerous. I may be the CEO in name only, but I'm still the CEO. I have to sign a lot of documents.
So he's still, even though he's a puppet, he still technically has pull, at least technically, in the public square, in a manner of speaking.
I kept hard copies of every proposal and email related to the old Metro project that Sarah worked on. I put them together while they made me eat in the staff cafeteria.
Yeah. And assuming the court of law actually does their job, it's stuff they wouldn't be able to cover up because it would be all over the place. A lot of stuff I heard they were giving. Yeah, they even did like a pre-registration thing where you get like a bunch of polychromes and other things.
I hid those copies among various construction documents. If we can find them, we'll have evidence of her communications with Bringer, or the account numbers showing the transactions.
Also, I believe they'll allow you to choose an agent for free, at least it's from the base game anyway. I don't know about anyone else out with regards to the other everyone else relating to the other banner characters. I don't think they'll just give out characters like Caesar or Miyabi willy-nilly. I think they're still going to do reruns for them, and they should. So, but for the base game characters like Lycon, yeah, and Grace, yeah, they're letting you pick a free one from those. Although it would be nice for them to occasionally give out, like, hey, here's the character, and be done with it. Like what they did with Harumasa and Sukaku. They just gave them to me. Okay, hid copies among various construction documents.
Really? With proof like that, we can definitely make a case.
194 pools if you are free to play. If you are Internet membership user, and BP it's 204. Nice.
I hid those copies among various I do! I really do! I've been keeping an eye out when I realized their plans were getting dangerous. I may be the CEO in name only, but I'm still the CEO. I have to sign a lot of documents. I kept hard copies of every proposal and email related to the old Metro project that Sarah worked on. I put them together while they made me eat in the staff cafeteria.
Ah, so there was a pro to being turned away.
I hid those copies among various construction documents. If we can find them, we'll have evidence of her communications with Bringer, or the account numbers showing the transactions.
Really? With proof like that, we can definitely make a case.
Right. The project went to Kaleda's Belobog Industries after the scandal.
What? You know that company with more bears than humans and more machines than bears? Well, great. That makes things easier.
And we're on friendly terms with them, so even better.
Since you know them, maybe they could help us find the evidence I hid.
I see. Didn't think you had that up your sleeve. Seems being CEO wasn't entirely just a title. Well, I'll contact Kaleda now.
Nicole, sounds like the chubby potato was telling the truth. Oh, what do we do next? Take him to public security, Mia? But the bad guys are there.
And with the elections happening, public security is everywhere in the city. We can't tell who might be connected to the bad guys. Haha! Don't worry. Unlike this potato here, I, Nicole, am CEO of the Cunning Hares in both name and skill. I've already got a plan. Ever played jungle chess? Hare eats mouse, wolf eats hare, tiger eats wolf, elephant eats tiger, and mouse eats elephant.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, Nicole. Because elephants are vegetarians, and elephants hate mice. Probably because of another rodent called the the African ridge rat or whatever it is. That covers itself in like toxins. That's a hat that's so potent it kills elephants. Just by itself, yeah, you might want to rethink that one right there.
My point is, there's always a bigger fish. A wise hare uses the tiger to eat the wolf. So if we want to take down the tiger, we'll need an elephant.
Instead of an elephant, get the sloth bear. Okay, sloth bears technically are vegetarians. They don't eat meat, but they're so violent that even tigers don't want to mess with them.
An elephant. But only a handful of organizations in New Eridu have influence equal to public security. The Defense Force, White Star Institute, and... Wait, do you mean...
Hand?
Mm-hmm, exactly. I'm bringing in the youngest and biggest elephant in New Eridu.
A loud honk echoes as several trucks with the Leaps and Bounds logo drive into the open area. A cute sleepy face peeks out from the driver's window. So not Hand. Leaps and Bounds, huh?
Right on time. Thank you for riding our special Leaps and Bounds shuttle. You have arrived at your destination.
Ah, we're getting the Caledon gang involved, are we?
Wow, is this the outer ring? It's amazing! The sky is spinning, the earth is wobbling, and even the air smells dizzy.
Oh god, I was actually correct. We are getting Hand involved. Section 6, more specifically.
You're just car sick, Sukaku. Hold my hand and rest a bit. Asaba, are you doing okay?
Cool.
Just need a minute. This driver is something else. I feel like I'm gonna...
Arranging a secret meetup in the Outer Ring on such an important day. You better have worthwhile intel, Nicole of the Cunning Hairs.
Okay, so we're kind of having a little bit of a homecoming gather up right here. Phew! People you wanted to see have all arrived safely. There were many checkpoints along the way and the truck's a big one, so we had to take a long detour just to get here. Good we have you helping out, Piper. It's no big deal. Little me just tried my best stepping on the gas. Boss said that this time we're only helping because the Cunning Hair's on your account, Proxy. So there's no extra charge. Of course, it'd be great if I could get at least get reimbursed for gas. I'll add it to Nicole's tab. I'll charge the gas money to Nicole's account, throw in a few bottles of nitro fuel for you. Wow, Proxy, you're the best. Next time I win a prize draw, I'll treat you to a few drinks. Okay. They're from Section 6. They're so intimidating. I feel like I could be arrested at any moment. That won't happen. They're familiar with Nicole, so they wouldn't go after me and Billy. After all, we're just intelligence brokers on the brink of bankruptcy. Most importantly, it's not the end of the year, so they shouldn't be in a rush to meet their performance quotas. Really? Then I can relax. However, it's still too early to be completely at ease. I've heard Section 6 won't randomly arrest people, but they won't let actual criminals get away. So, Nekomata, you need to be careful. Abby, what do you mean? I may have been with the Red Fang gang before, but I shouldn't have a criminal record. No, you are indeed a criminal. Last night at midnight, you stole my egg pudding. The evidence is in the trash can. Technically speaking, that counts as theft. Hey, is this really the time to be hung up on that? Oh man, that's brilliant. Hey, it's Tig Biddies on the right. I'm feeling so dizzy. Now everything I look at has 2 shadows. No, wait, 3 shadows. Awesome. Now I have 3 Nagis. Which means 6 milk bags right there. 6 beautiful milkers. Sukaku, stop moving. You need to rest after taking your car sickness medicine. Yeah, this game still does stuff to my pleasure centers in my brain. Oh, I'm so shameless. I'll listen to Nagi and stay still. Uh-huh. I didn't move, so why are there still 3 Nagis swaying around that are moving around perfectly in sync? Just like seaweed. Seaweed. Swaying seaweed. That's not the only thing swaying. There's something wrong with that driver. I need some fresh air. Are you okay? You're... Slow down. Sorry, I meant I didn't expect to see you here. There's definitely something wrong with that driver. Why would anyone race a truck? I'd rather walk back than ride with her again. I'm a little invested in the conversation they're having. Okay, anyway. What do you think? Are you impressed by my connections, Proxy? As a matter of fact, yeah. I, Nicole, from the Cutting Hairs, am quite a notable figure in New Eridu. Even Section 6 are old friends of mine. Really? Ahem, if you're willing to give me a 20% discount on the overdue commission fees, I can introduce you to more useful connections. You know Section 6? How'd you find them? I'm more impressed that Nicole could get in touch with Section 6 through private channels. How did you pull that off? Have you been holding out on me? Heh, told you I have powerful friends in our line of work. Connections are everything. As far as I know, that battle-crazed fox, that's a story from way back. As for how I know that battle-crazed fox, that's a story from way back. When she first joined hands, she went on a mission and got duped big time, even lost her precious family katana. For real, did you help her see through the scam? I was the one who scammed her katana. Whoa! Why are you looking at me like that? That was my first gig on the street. I had no idea who she was, and she was so naive. Anyway, I gave the katana back to her in the end, and through that, we got to know each other. Okay, is bringing in Section 6 really a good idea? I'd like to know how they went from that to being like chummy. What did you do? What adventures did you go on? I have to know. Is bringing them on a good idea? Don't worry, Proxy. That battle-crazed fox is a reasonable person. She won't give innocent people any trouble. As long as we tell her the whole story, she should agree to work with us against Bringer. Proxy, let's go talk to that battle-crazed fox about Pearlman. Let's go. Great. This time, we'll definitely get this done. Section 6 demands to interrogate Pearlman alone. The 4 executive officers corner him, forming a makeshift interrogation room in the open field. After some time...
Is everything okay, Mia? Chubby Potato's laughing one minute, crying the next. Now he's bawling on the floor. What kind of questions are they asking him?
Interrogations by the Defense Force have similar effects, but they usually use tools. Achieving this with words alone. These officers are very talented. Ooh, you're done already? That was quick. As expected of the elephant.
Elephant? I'm a fox, Thyron.
That's not important. How did the interrogation go? I wasn't lying, was I? There's more to the Vision scandal, and Bringer's behind it.
Not behind it, per se, but definitely in cahoots.
You are accusing Officer Bringer of a criminal offense, but the witness's info only indicates another suspect. There's a big difference.
Oh, thank you for your professional opinion, Miss Class Rep. But your fancy talk isn't helping us decide what to do next.
I can't say I understand Yanagi's professional opinion either, but I have full faith in her judgment. We need to look further into the Vision case.
Are you smirking? Did you just give me an I won look?
Uh-oh, pink hair cat fight.
Not at all. I was just adjusting my glasses. You must be mistaken.
Bet you didn't have very many friends in school, Mia.
Deputy Chief totally strikes me as the teacher's favorite star student back in school.
Stop.
Oh, are you into the star student type? My apologies.
I'm asking you to not move any further.
Uh-oh, they're being watched.
12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. You've been intentionally positioning yourselves to surround us since the conversation started. I don't like it. If you have no other intentions, please stay where I can see you. Do not attempt to leave my line of sight.
Anby's calm yet firm voice instantly shifts the atmosphere, leaving the quarreling crowd in uneasy silence.
Oh my. Very perceptive. Guess it's no coincidence our metal friend has his hand on the holster?
I'll take my hand off my holster when Miss Star Student lets go of her retractable blade's handle.
Uh-oh.
What? Anby, are you serious? Hey, you better not try anything funny.
As I said, we need to look further into the vision case. In addition to Perlman, we'll be taking this one too.
This one? Who's the other one? The youngest Void Hunter in New Eridu glances over, her sharp gaze landing right in the middle of the crowd. Me?
You want to take me in?
Seeing you here was unexpected, Independent Investigation Team Lead. Or should I call you Proxy?
They know.
I knew you were too skilled for the independent investigation team. You've got a side hustle that keeps you sharp, huh? Or maybe investigating Hollow Zero is the side hustle.
I mean, they probably would have figured, they were going to figure it out anyway, because remember, we did a character story, I can't remember which one, but it clearly showed, it was clearly after Chapter 5, where Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi, already figured out what Wise and Bell's secret was, but they didn't jail them, they just heavily fined them to give the, a lot, in order to make it where, okay, we'll let you go, but we can't let you go off scot-free because of, the law and all that. So it makes sense to me that, in hindsight, Section 6 would have found out too eventually, and why wouldn't they? Especially since they're playable characters and hireable agents, they would have, figured it out at some point.
Hold on. They have nothing to do with the vision case.
Technically, we do. We were directly involved, especially on account of the fact we have their little AI pet project squatting in our HDD room. So, yeah, we kind of do.
According to Perlman's statements, a Proxy was deeply involved in the entire Vision Corporation scandal. Our investigations also suggest a Proxy was linked to the Bellabog Industries construction incident. Plus, Public Security's airship incident and the Outer Ring. If I recall correctly, our independent investigation team lead also made an appearance at the Outer Ring's important traditional competition. Coincidence? I think not.
It is just a coincidence. They're just an old buddy of mine who sometimes works with us cutting hairs. Really, nothing to do with the vision case.
Sorry, Nicole, but they've got a Millennium Eye right at our card-carrying hand. There's no hiding it anymore.
Chill out. It's just some background checks, and then you're good to go. We never bully anyone. Miss Two Tails, could you please stop giving me that scary look?
This is a crucial time for New Eridu. With leaders of all key sectors gathered together, any mistake could destabilize the city's foundation.
I know that, and that's why I asked you to help me expose the true culprit. Why drag an innocent person into this?
You've only shown us a fragment of a conspiracy theory, and the full story could be anything. The truth you're pushing is just one version.
Yeah, you can't do this all with a giant hammer. We gotta go and win with a scalpel and carefully sever all of it. One by one. We can't just take a hammer to all of it, otherwise chaos.
Any potential threat to the city must be completely eradicated. That is the fundamental principle of Hand.
And like she also said, we have to be very, very certain of who it actually is we're going after. Because if we don't have solid proof, then, well, then public opinion backfires.
But they're really not a threat or harmful at all.
Not a threat to the to Section 6, but definitely can't to other people who are very powerful, and yeah. And we can easily be made an example of if we are caught.
Eradicate all evil. We decide for ourselves what evil is. Even if they're not an evil person, they may still hold important information pertaining to the truth. And your evasive attitude only makes my convictions stronger. If you want Section 6's support, please cooperate with us, Nicole of the Cunning Hairs.
You're gonna have to. The Void Hunter's gaze almost carries a palpable menace to it, making our pink-haired girl, who's consistently undaunted and never afraid, grow unusually flustered. After a brief flickering of her eyes, she grits her teeth and stands in the path of the fox they're in.
I changed my mind. I think I made a mistake. We actually don't need your help. If I say that, will you leave? I'll comp all your travel costs.
Uh-oh.
Nicole, I'm not the same rookie I was back then anymore.
You were way cuter back when you were a rookie. Proxy, I'm sorry. We might not be able to hold them off for long. Run as far as you can.
This is a bad idea. Uh-oh. Bang. A sharp gunshot echoes from not far away, like the crackling of a dry firework on a summer night. Immediately after, gunfire erupts like a relentless downpour, and sharp bursts of dust and smoke scatter across the open clearing. A flash of blade, swift as lightning, shatters a bullet hurling toward Perlman, sending up a spray of sparks and an eerie glow. Uh-oh. Ambush. So, we were all getting tailed.
Gunfire? This pattern. Suppressive marching fire. They're surrounding us from 3 directions.
So it's not Section 6, it's somebody else. Wait a minute, what's that goo in the bullet?
Nicole, did you set this up? Are you really colluding with the criminals?
Hey, I was gonna ask you the same thing. Isn't this armed ambush you're doing?
No, they're all getting ambushed.
Don't tell me someone else is after us.
Piper barrels in with a truck just in time to shield everyone.
Piper, start the truck. Now's our chance to get out of here.
Wait! You're not getting away!
A barrage of bullets disrupt the confrontation. The Cunning Hair sees the chance to hop into a truck, leaving Section 6 behind as they charge through the gunfire. Well, unfortunate negotiation breakdown. Like, come on, man. We were about to go all Justice League and Avengers, and then it all breaks down.
We've changed our route so many times, but they're still hot on our heels. Let's go!
Huh? Focus on the road. Yep. I'll deal with them.
Whoa! Dude, you're trying way too hard!
Billy! Keep it steady! You're sticking close up!
They're changing formation.
Where's Nicole's backup?
I've got you now!
Oh, hi there.
Eat my dust.
Up ahead!
Take this!
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Did we just get blown into a hollow? By the way, weren't those dudes in the red and black the same colors and armors as the rebel troops? Or am I imagining things? Sometime after the truck was attacked and lost control in an unknown outer ring hollow, as Wise works on adjusting the communications device, Hoshimi Miyabi stands guard to the side, calm and quiet.
How'd it go? Did you fix it?
Try adjusting the smart ocular implants or try contacting the friends.
Hello? Is anyone there? Nicole? Belle? Ferry? Can you hear me? Still nothing. Can't believe the crash broke the implants. Now that the main functions are down and communications are cut off, we're isolated. This isn't good.
I see.
Miss Hoshimi, how are things on your end? Any luck reaching your team?
Nothing so far. I went after you alone after you drove off. My teammates might still be fighting the attackers outside the hollow.
I see. Miss Hoshimi, could you please let go of my hand? I kinda want to wipe my sweat off.
No. I had to get past 11 motorcycles, 4 cars, and 5 soldiers just to catch up with your vehicle.
She's deathly serious.
It's pure luck I found you in the hollow. It'll be hard to catch you if you escape again. The Hoshimi family doesn't make the same mistake thrice.
Yeah, the jig was up as soon as they pointed at me. It was like, oh god. Like, nothing we can do, and then the communication between Nicole and her broke down, and so it was like, oh great. Because, yeah, sticky situation. And now here we are.
Shouldn't that be twice? Anyway, I promise I won't run off. Besides, there's nowhere to run to. Wandering the hollow without a carrot will just get us even more lost.
In that case, let's sit down. The Hollow Survival Guide says it's best to wait in a safe corner for rescue. My teammates will come looking for me. We just need to hold out until then.
By the way, what is that little blue cyclops, like wisp that floats around Miyabi? It can't be an ethereal, at least I don't think it is. Unless it is, it's just a very special type that's been modified. Definitely not a Bang Boo either, that's for sure. It's more like a little ghastly Pokemon looking thing. The young Void Hunter stares at the katana in her hands, lost in her own thoughts.
Are you sure this is the right move, Miss Hoshimi?
You mean being stuck in the hollow on election day? Knowing there's a dangerous case out there, while my team fights and I just sit here? Is that what you're asking? No. I don't think this is the right move, but there's nothing else I can do. So I'm undergoing the training called Maintain Composure Despite the Emotional Turmoil Inside.
Ah, I see. Since you also don't want to just wait around, may I suggest another option? How about we work together? I'm indeed an experienced proxy. given my expertise, I'm confident I can find us a way out. However, I lack the ability to handle unexpected danger. You have the combat prowess, and I have the skills to find the exit. Let's put aside the whole arrest thing for now, and get out of here together. What do you say?
Didn't you say your important gadget is broken? How will you navigate us?
Well, have you heard of the maze-solving algorithm? In simple terms, if we ignore the dangers in the hollow and just consider its tendency to make people lost, it's really nothing but a maze. Finding a path through a maze has been a well-studied math problem since the old civilization. With enough basic data, even the most complicated maze can be solved.
Enough basic data? You mean hollow observation data?
Exactly. The most common task for HIA investigators traversing the hollows is to set up devices to gather hollow observation data, or to retrieve new observation data from existing data piles. The observation data is essential for exploring the hollows, and is used to make carrots.
So proxies can find an exit in the hollow using observation data?
A trained proxy is able to do so, or rather, that should be a proxy's bread and butter. Not many people really care about it these days. After all, a carrot or high-spec computer can calculate it for them. Anyway, there is a way out. If you could help me find an observation data pile, I'll handle the rest.
The fox siren ponders for a short moment before nodding her head serenely.
Understood. Let's call a temporary truce and work together.
A wise decision. So, could you please let go of my hand now? I really need to wipe that sweat off. The spot I fell on still hurts quite a bit. Moving through the hollow in my physical body is so uncomfortable.
Leave any fighting to me. You just go at your own pace. Are you bored? Should I read you something?
Am I bored? What does that mean? Can't go in there. Are you alright? I'm okay, just a little uncomfortable after entering the hollow. Let's look around for hollow observation data piles, Miss Hoshimi. I can read the data inside and find a way out of here. Yeah, there's one right over there.
There's a hollow observation data pile ahead. We can determine the way forward once we extract the data from it.
Damn, she's gorgeous. Yeah, Hoshimi and Yanagi, like, sheesh. Data pile here is still intact. Also, being a fox girl, that makes her even better. One moment, I'll try to read it and create a makeshift carrot. Ah, we gotta do this, do we? Restart. Got it. That was a bit of a tricky one. It'll take some time. By the way, your katana's been trembling and making strange noises. Is everything okay? It's nothing. No need to worry. Just focus on reading the data, Proxy. I'll protect you. Got it. I'll get started. I'll leave the rest to you, Miss Hoshimi.
Great. We have the data on the surrounding hollow. But this isn't enough to calculate an escape route. We'll need to find more data. Thanks to you, Miss Hoshimi, we haven't had any trouble along the way. But something just doesn't feel right. The ether activity nearby seems to be increasing.
Uh-oh.
Your intuition might be right, Proxy.
Miss Hoshimi, is something wrong? The mechanism ahead should open the door. Leave it to me.
Not often we play as either Proxy in story modes like this. Uh-oh. Ah, we're now playing as Miyabi, are we? Nice.
There are enemies ahead. I'll take care of it. You can just hide for now.
She could give even Virgil a run for her money. Seriously, what is that little wisp that follows her around? I really, really want to know what the lore is behind that. Treasure. Gimme, gimme. Hollow observation data pile here controls the etheric extraction tower. I'll try to hack it. But the stored ether might overflow from the tower, drawing in ethereals. No problem, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of them. Okay, I'll leave the ethereals to you, Miss Hoshimi. I'll focus on accessing the tower's controls. Are you sure your katana is okay? If you need, I can take a look at its electrical components. Don't worry, this is normal. Just focus on reading the data, Proxy. Here they come.
But collecting the data will take some time.
Understood. You focus on processing the data. Leave the rest to me.
Miss Hoshimi, watch out for the ether current.
Watch out.
I'll open the diffuser. You'll be safe below it.
You're done.
No other characters to parry with.
It's over. Purging slash.
Control
oh shit.
Authorization. We can stop the ether current.
Nicely done. Now we can go all out.
Ow, ow, ow. I really, really, really hate these dog enemies.
Amazing.
How's it looking?
I've already got some usable exit routes. The nearest one is... What's wrong?
There's a crack in the katana.
What's happening?
Tailless is trying to break free.
Soshimi! Miss Soshimi! What should I do? We seal it with the scabbard? Miyabi!
Hold it steady! Almost there!
That thing is cursed, isn't it?
Is it sealed?
Okay, what in Sam Hill just happened? Because that was definitely not what anything like we've seen when it comes to anything ethereal related. That was much more spiritual. It's like the sword is cursed. It has like an evil spirit in it or something. So yeah, it wasn't cracked, but that purple speck was definitely not was definitely giving off bad juju, and we almost let the bad juju out to the point that it even, whatever it is, had even Miyabi stunned. Soon after, at an unidentified location within the Outer Ring Hollow region. That was cool, though. Cursed sword going nuts, which we needed an explanation for, please and thank you. And then Wise coming in with the scabbard like a Chad. Although I imagine it would have been the same thing with Bell too, but I think it fits Wise more.
Miss Soshimi, how are you doing?
Now please explain the cursed demon sword.
This is the third time you've asked me that. Why?
Sorry. It's just that we've gone through something straight out of an action movie. That weird fire tornado couldn't have been good for you, right?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
But your hair's all singed and curling from the fire.
Singed? That looks pretty damn straight and intact for someone whose hair was singed.
That's the Hoshimi family's natural curls.
Uh-huh.
You don't need to worry about me. I've been through worse situations. An incident like this won't faze me.
It did. You were staring straight into space right there. You were most definitely phased.
Miss Hoshimi, there are sparks coming from your katana.
What?
Sorry, I lied. You don't look very unfazed.
You cheeky bastard.
That's not funny. And my response was normal.
Alright, Miss Hoshimi, there's foxfire on you.
Oh, come on, that won't work again.
Where?
It did.
Sorry, I lied again. See? You fell for it twice in just a few seconds. That's what I call being phased.
You?
Oh no.
You keep mocking me. What do you have to say to me?
He's saying, explain yourself, that's what.
I just wanted to help you. I didn't mean anything else. The Hoshimi family never makes the same mistake thrice. But you just did. Miss Hoshimi, doesn't that mean something seriously wrong?
The Fox Siren's glare softens, giving way to confusion and a hint of unease.
When my katana was out of control, you rushed into the foxfire without any protection. Why? You already figured out where the exit is. You could have left me behind and not worry about getting arrested.
Because I'm a chill guy, that's why.
Because I'm your proxy. Even if we're just temporary partners, I promise to get you out. And that's what I'll do.
Miyabi falls silent again, seemingly lost in thought. Then she raises her katana before your eyes.
This is a Hoshimi family heirloom, wielded by generations to eradicate evil.
So, is this where Zenless goes from sci-fi to sci-fantasy? because that's what it feels like, especially with the how 2.0 was looking. Like a little bit of a blending of different things.
It's never misbehaved once since my father made the scabbard for me. Not even deep within Hollow Zero's core. I don't know why it went out of control. Maybe there was some external influence. My father might have the answer, but I can't reach him until we're out of the Hollow. Besides, he's likely busy socializing with the mayor today, secretly swapping wine for juice. Reaching him won't be easy.
Doesn't like alcohol, does he?
Can I please take a look at the katana?
Apart from being a proxy, you're also a bladesmith?
No, just very observant.
No, but I noticed some electrical components on your scabbard. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a closer look. The core functions in my ocular implants are down, but I can still interact with electronics to an extent. Perhaps there's a clue on the scabbard.
If it's just the scabbard, I guess you can touch it.
The smart data structure of this blade looks really familiar. Strange. It's like a labyrinth of hollow observation data. Is it meant to trap something inside the scabbard?
Yep.
So, do you have a way to fix it?
I'll need to borrow the data pile's computing power again. There's a shortcut up ahead. Let's go.
Sealed. Yeah, so there's some kind of demon thing sealed in there, like the nine-tailed fox in Naruto. More Denny's than I know what to do with, as usual. Ah, we're going for another hollow ride, aren't we? Nothing around here? Nope, just some guy's leftover game right over here. Okay, so where to now? Uh-oh.
A defense mechanism. Is this the enemy's handiwork? I'll try shutting it off.
Okay, be careful.
Strange. The defense mechanism is still running.
Nothing here. Making sure there's no other secrets around here. Uh-oh.
Sub-control units A and...
Oh no, people. Not our people.
Got enemies approaching. Be careful, Miss Oshimi. Miss Oshimi, I have a theory about your blade.
Go on.
Its internal data structure resembles a maze-solving algorithm.
Can't control that just yet. So, might as well go do the other one.
Is this the device we're looking for?
Sub-control unit A is dealt with. We've got one more to go. It should be nearby. Control permissions have been granted. We can turn off the mechanism now.
Proxy, you said there's a way to fix my blade?
Not necessarily fix it. More like an emergency adjustment. We'll use the information in the data pile to optimize the internal system. We can give it a try when we find the next data pile.
All right. That doesn't conflict with our final objective. Thank you.
The last observation data pile should be nearby. Once we find it, I can try adjusting your blade.
I trust you, Proxy.
Oh, she actually trusts me. That's nice. Well, we did steal her demon sword when we could have run off, so that must have demonstrated something. Nothing else around here. Nope, that's blocked off. I can see the orange little dots on right there hovering.
Seems trouble's caught up with us again.
Not a problem with me here.
Never mind, we actually do have to go there now.
The last hollow observation data should be behind this door. I'll use it to adjust the scabbard first, and then I'll find a way out. Don't worry, Miss Ushimi. I'll do my best.
Okay, I'll leave it to you.
I didn't expect an alarm.
So, let's hurry.
I think her hair was glowing
Take
blue.
my blade, and watch out for enemy attacks.
Anything else around here? Nope. Hold on just a moment, Miss Hoshimi. I'll recalibrate the scabbard's data module. How confident are you about fixing it, Proxy? Don't worry, Miss Hoshimi. I've simulated this several times on the way here. I got this. Please, just let me try. Uh-oh. Okay. Got it.
All right.
Oh shit.
Do it. Miyabi, take the blade.
Thank you. Leave the enemies to me. You go hide. You're done. You're done. Victory, the only option. My blade seems to be working as normal. You can come out now, Proxy. Proxy?
He's out cold. The ethereal the ether is getting to him. Proxy, are you okay? I'm fine, just feeling a bit dizzy. Overwhelmed by intense dizziness, the surroundings become blurred before your eyes. You gradually lose consciousness and fall to the ground. Ah, I managed to get all the requirements. Nice. A short while later, outside the hollow somewhere in the wilderness of the Outer Ring, the numbness from the rapid corruption gradually subsides and your senses are slowly coming back.
You're awake? You're awake! Manager's awake!
Yay!
You're finally awake. I'm so tired. Ambi, Star Student, are you guys okay?
I'm okay. Nekomata, there's some water inside the suitcase. Can you grab one for me?
Wise, you're finally awake! How are you feeling? Do your eyes still hurt? Is anywhere else hurting?
My ocular implants are working again. I feel dizzy. I have a headache and my chest hurts, and it feels like my face and mouth are burning. Is this real? Am I out of the hollow?
Welcome back to the real world. You made it out. If you'd stayed unconscious any longer, your sibling would have yeeted my butt into the hollow.
Welcome back, Master. I have calibrated your smart ocular implants via my first assistant, EOS. Approximately half an hour ago, the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi, pulled you out of the northwest side of the Outer Ring Hollow. Initial test results indicate that you were exposed to an extremely dangerous level of ether energy, triggering partial corruption.
Ruh-roh.
After leaving the hollow, the rejection reaction caused further complications, with a brief cardiac arrest being the most severe. Thankfully, the Cunning Hares and Section 6 provided professional emergency resuscitation.
Speaking of Section 6...
Okay. We just gave you some emergency care to pull you back from the brink. No need to get into the details. You better see a doctor for a more thorough anti-corruption treatment after this.
Are you and Section 6 on good terms now, Nicole? And where's Miss Hoshimi? Is she okay?
Right at that moment, a cool, familiar voice spoke up from behind.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. And I mean it this time.
As expected of the Chief. Busting out of a hollow carrying someone affected by corruption and showing no symptoms herself.
Asaba, did you get the captives to talk?
Yeah, they confessed, but nothing too helpful. The only thing we know for sure is that our guess was right.
Hang on. What are you guys talking about? I'm not following.
Did I skip an episode or something?
I'll fill you in. After your car crashed into the hollow, we got surrounded by those heavily armed mercenaries and had to take them out first. During the fight, we ran into the remaining Section 6 members.
The bad guys were chasing after us, and we were chasing after Chief Miyabi. She went into a hollow, and we bumped into the Cunning Hares.
I also just remembered, at the end of Chapter 4, when, you know, the whole stuff with the Sons of Caledon happened, you know, Wise and Bell went to that site in near Hollow Zero where their old school academy was, mourning over their mentor, who apparently was in some deep shit of some kind and was branded a traitor or something. And we saw Miyabi right there at the fence, at the fence too. And since Bell and Wise would have already been working at Scott Outpost by that point and would have run into them. Miyabi would have recognized them immediately. So I think that would have been like extra ammunition to feed into their suspicion of, oh yeah, that special agent Wise investigator, Wise and Bell that we've been dealing with. Oh yeah, I saw them over there, and they were speaking to each other about so and so relevant thing, and so that I like to imagine that Miyabi would have already figured them out even back then when she ran into them and was within earshot. I mean, she has big fox ears. She would have heard them and put two and two together. At least that's what I'd like to think. As an extra, oh yeah, we didn't just figure it out out of the blue. Not only do we work next to you guys, freaking our chief literally ran into and heard you near the site where Hollow Zero happened.
The bad guys were chasing after us, and we were chasing after Chief Miyabi. She went into a hollow, and we bumped into the cunning hares.
I mean, the game hasn't said that yet, but that's what I like to think that's part of how Section 6 figured out Wise and Bell's identities as Phaethon.
It was a tough situation, so we joined forces to take down the mercenaries. Just when we were ready to head into the hollow to find you, Section 6 got a message from Miyabi saying you were with her, and that you were in danger. We hurried over here and found you lying on the ground, and Miyabi...
You can skip that part.
Was she giving him CPR? Was that what she was doing? Straddling him, and giving him mouth to mouth to get him to breathe?
What? Are you embarrassed? That's not very like you, Fox.
Okay, I maybe made up the straddling part, but she was definitely trying to give him CPR.
If you keep talking, I'll tell everyone how you performed the emergency medical care.
Uh-oh, did Nicole do it too?
Ugh, fine. Long story short, we rushed over and saved you.
So they both technically kissed me, didn't they? Would have liked to have seen it.
This Fox even agreed to hold off on arresting you until further investigation is complete. And she'd cooperate with you as an ally until then. You know the rest.
Okay, so we're on cahoots again.
Hold on. What was that about the captives you just mentioned?
We needed to pry some answers from the captives because...
Perlman, the key witness in the Vision scandal, was in the same vehicle as you.
Oh, no.
After the crash, you got thrown into the hollow, and Perlman was captured by the mercenaries that attacked us.
Oh, god damn it. That's our ace in the hole. We did not want to play this game of hot potato. We gotta go get him back. I guess we got set up after all. Perlman's gone missing. We need to find out where he is. Proxy, it's dangerous around here and you've been corrupted by ether. Why don't you head back to 6th Street to recover? As for gathering intelligence, just leave it to that battle-crazed Fox. If we give it more time, that captive will definitely crack. Folks, time's a-ticking. Boss just notified me that a big old pack of mercs is heading our way. Huh? Are they chasing us that quickly? Don't worry, Nicole. Boss said that the Sons of Caledon will never let those guys run wild in the Outer Ring. No matter how many people come, we'll pack them up and send them on their way. Nicole, I was wondering if I could... You want to help Caesar and the others, right? No need to be so shy. Nicole, you really understand me. Don't worry. I swear on the name of the Starlight Knights, I won't let you down. Good. Then let's split up and take action. Sons of Caledon will take on the mercenaries coming after us, while Anby, Nekomata, and I will distract the nearby enemies to cover Proxy's drive back to the city. Proxy, you don't need to worry about us. Once we wrap things up here, we'll get in touch with you. Are we gonna fight, or are we just fleeing? We're fleeing. Alrighty then, so Perlman is gone yet again. This is the most annoying game of hot potato I've ever seen. I mean, I'm loving the game and the plot, but still, it's like, can we hold on to that guy for more than 5 minutes? Or 5 hours? 5 days? 5 weeks? Months? Wise, you're back. I'm so glad. Belle heaves a sigh of relief, revealing a hint of fear. I saw a message from Nicole earlier saying that you were ambushed by mercenaries and that you were also affected by corruption and passed out. Then the HDD connection also had issues, I thought. Don't worry, I'm back. Yeah, I'm so glad you returned safely. Can't even begin to think about what I'd do if something really happened to you, bro. How's the situation in the Outer Ring? Don't worry, Nicole said the Sons of Caledon have it under control. Those mercenaries are retreating now. She's contacted Section 6 and everyone is safe. Section 6 also got more intel out of those ambushers. Their hideout should be near the Ballet Twins. With public security election just around the corner, city's security measures will tighten soon. Nicole said we need to come up with a solid plan of action before then. But compared to that, I'm more worried about your health. Are you feeling better? Do you need to rest a bit longer? Perfectly fine. Yeah, right. I might need to rest a bit more. Okay, so I can't do anything yet. I knew it. Wise, please don't push yourself too hard. Once you're rested enough, let us reach out to Nicole and the others. Okay, so I can take a break here, right? Okay, then. Nothing there. Two days until these refresh. Okay, so Storm of Falling Stars we're still at. So I can either keep doing this, or I can do Path of the Proxy and finally start leveling characters up. I don't know, really. Still mulling over that. Really mulling over that. So we've gone a good 1 hour and 30 minutes, but I think I want to call it quits right here since it's literally 1 minute till 10. And I'd rather save my energy for doing more tomorrow. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Stop here with part 77 and continue with a part 78 tomorrow morning or afternoon, where I can then go into the next part of chapter 5. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. So yeah, we got Perlman, and then we lost Perlman. We met up with Section 6. The jig is officially up. They know they already knew who I was. And they had that little beef with the Cunning Hares, but it seems everyone's finally parlayed and is like, okay, Proxy is on our side. He's not some evildoer. He actually does mean well. We have no reason to consider him evil or anything. So let's stop throwing accusations and threats and actually go after the real bad guys. So long as everyone is willing to share info with each other and not do anything stupid. So, yeah. And Miyabi, there is that one move that they wanted me to master when I was doing that stuff starring certain characters at Scott Outpost, and I could never figure out what it was. But I like the character's moveset. It's very straightforward. A lot of slashing and hacking and not. She's basically Virgil. She's Virgil in every sense of the word, but a girl and also part fox. And a cursed demon sword, which technically also is Virgil, but his demon sword doesn't act up like hers was doing. So yeah. Anyway, I think this is a good enough place to call it quits. I was a good, very cool chapter with Wise and Miyabi kind of stranded in the hollow and having to work together. So that was nice. I liked it. So we're gonna call it quits here, and then I'm gonna come back tomorrow with some more. So overall, we're finally making some good tracks, and I can't wait to see where the rest of the story goes. So onward and forward further into season 2. Steady as she goes.